Articuno is a large avian Pokémon with predominantly sky blue plumage and wings said to be made of ice. On its forehead is a crest that consists of 3 darker blue rhombus-shaped feathers.
Zapdos is a large, avian Pokémon with predominantly yellow plumage. It has small, triangular eyes with black around them and a long, thin, light orange beak. Moltres is a large, avian Pokémon with golden plumage. It has a long, flowing head crest and a billowing tail, both made of reddish-orange and yellow flames.
Mewtwo is an artificial Pokémon. It is a bipedal, humanoid Pokémon with some feline features. It is primarily gray with a long, purple tail. On top of its head are 2 short, blunt horns, and it has purple eyes.
Raikou is a quadrupedal, yellow, tiger-like Pokémon with black stripes and a white underside. It has a thin, light blue tail with sharp angles and a spark-shaped formation at the end.
Entei is a massive, leonine, quadrupedal Pokémon with some mastiff qualities. It is covered in brown fur and a long, light gray cloud of smoke running along its entire back.
Suicune is a slim, quadrupedal, blue, mammalian Pokémon with white, diamond-shaped markings. Its face and underside are white as well. Suicune has a thick, purple mane that resembles the aurora borealis and 2 white, streamer-like tails that wave forward.
Ho-Oh is an avian Pokémon resembling a phoenix and a peacock. Its feathers are predominantly gold and red, with yellow tail feathers, a white underside, and green feathers at the tip of its wings. Lugia is a large Pokémon that resembles a dragon, a plesiosaur, and a bird. It is primarily silver-white, but it has blue undersides with slightly varying tones.
Regigigas is a large Alolan-like Pokémon made of brown and orange rocks. It has a pattern of 7 orange dots on its face that resembles a capital letter H. Regigigas is a large, blue Pokémon composed of solid Antarctic ice. Its body is comprised of angular crystal-like shapes and its face has an unusual pattern consisting of 7 yellow dots in A+ formation. Registeel is a large robotic Pokémon. Most of Registeel's body is spherical and gray while the middle of its face has the appearance of being exposed as it shows black skin and is surrounded by raised metal.
Latios is a Pokémon with a bird-like body stylized after a plane. Its body flows slowly into a thick neck, giving it a bulky appearance. It has no legs, usually floating instead. Latios is a Pokémon with a bird-like body stylized after a plane. Its long neck stretches forward from its squat body. It has no legs, usually floating instead. Kyogre is a massive, whale-like Pokémon with 2 big pectoral fins, each with 4 white square-shaped nails. It has a deep blue body and a white chin area with 2 small spikes protruding under it. Groudon is a massive, bipedal, dinosaur-like Pokémon covered in red, segmented plates of thick skin that act as armor.
Rayquaza is a large, green, serpentine Pokémon that also resembles a missile. It has red-tipped, rudder-like wings on its shoulders and down its body, and similarly patterned fins on the tip of its tail. Regidrago is a spherical, golem-like Pokémon. It has a dark red body made of crystallized dragon energy, with the energy being the densest at its central core. Uxie is a small, gray, fairy-like Pokémon with 2 gray tails that are each encrusted with a red gem. Uxie has a partially yellow face with another red gem encrusted into its forehead. Its head faintly resembles that of a helmet or a human brain.
Mesprit is a small, gray, fairy-like Pokémon. It has two tails that each have a red jewel encrusted in them. These are, presumably, two of the jewels which comprise the red chain. Azelf is a small, gray-blue, fairy-like Pokémon. It has two tails that each have a red jewel on them. These are, presumably, two of the jewels which complement the red chain. Dialga is a dark blue, sauropod-like Pokémon with some gray metallic portions and light blue stripes. It has a chest plate on its torso, which has a deep blue diamond-like crystal embedded in the center.
Palkia is a light purple, theropod-like Pokémon with stripes and markings of a darker shade and gray underarms and waist. It has round purple striped plates on its shoulder area, where two pink pearl-like crystals lie encrusted with a gray rim encircling them, and fin-like wings on its back.
Heatran is a reddish-brown, quadrupedal Pokémon. It is dotted with orange and gray spots, and it has metal bangles locked on its legs.
Regigigas is a large, white, golem-like Pokémon. It has large yellow bands on its shoulders and wrists, and a yellow sloping section on its chest that appears to be its head.
Giratina is a large, gray, draconic Pokémon with 3 gold half-rings on each side of its long neck. Its head has a gold crown-like object surrounding it with 2 large horns pointing sideways. Cresselia is a Pokémon that has a blue, swan-like body with a yellow underside. It has pink eyes, a dark pink, round tuft on its head, and a pointed, beak-like snout. Cobalion is a quadrupedal Pokémon that possesses traits of stags and goats. It is covered in aqua blue fur and has jagged yellow horns similar in shape to thunderbolts.
Terrakion is a bovine, quadrupedal Pokémon. It has a black, rounded forehead adorned with 2 sharp brown horns that curve forward. Its face is beige with orange eyes and a short snout. Virizion is a stag or antelope-like, quadrupedal Pokémon that is primarily green. On the sides of its head are long horns that end in dull, curled points. In incarnate form, Tornadus is a green, muscular humanoid Pokémon, which resembles a genie. It is a male-only species with no female counterpart. On its forehead are 2 purple long and sharp horns. In incarnate form, Thundurus is a blue, muscular humanoid Pokémon, which resembles a genie. It is a male-only species with no female counterpart. On its head is a single, long, sharp, purple horn. Reshiram is a white, bipedal Pokémon with draconic, avian, and mammalian traits. A long, voluminous wispy mane streams out from the upper side of the snout and outwards from its head. Zekrom is a black, bipedal Pokémon resembling a dragon or dinosaur, with dark patches on various portions of its body. It has red sclerae, white irises, and black pupils, as well as a small horn-like protrusion on the tip of its snout. Landorus is an orange, muscular humanoid Pokémon, which resembles a genie. It is a male-only species with no female counterpart. Kyurem is a gray and blue, bipedal Pokémon of indefinable but seemingly draconic basis. Kyurem has a blue head and snout and has yellow eyes without pupils, has a pair of pointed light bluish horns on its head, and a yellow crest on its skull. Xerneas is a quadrupedal, stag-like Pokémon with 4 pairs of antlers. Its coloration varies slightly depending on whether it is in active mode or neutral mode. Yveltal is a large Pokémon with both avian and draconic traits. The back of its body is black with white spots along the wings and back. Its front, head, and neck are bright red with branching, black lines throughout. Zygarde is a Pokémon whose form depends on the percentage of its cores and cells gathered together. The Zygarde cores are the brain of the Zygarde, and a Zygarde may contain 1 or 5 cores. Type: Null is a quadrupedal, chimeric Pokémon with traits from a variety of creatures. Its head is enclosed in a brown helmet with green markings, designed to suppress its power to stable levels. Silvally is a quadrupedal, chimeric Pokémon with traits from a variety of creatures. It has a mammalian head with mechanical parts. Covering most of its head and neck is a thick, silver mane that extends down over its chest. Tapu Koko is a vaguely rooster-like legendary Pokémon. Tapu Koko's head and torso are black with white markings on its chest, just above its eyes, and on top of its head. Tapu Lele is a vaguely butterfly-like legendary Pokémon. Tapu Lele has a black upper body and head with a few small white markings. Its eyes are blue with a pink line through the middle of each iris. Tapu Bulu is a vaguely bull-like legendary Pokémon. Tapu Bulu has a bulky, black body with thick arms and no legs. It has blue eyes with an orange line across each iris. Tapu Fini is a vaguely swordfish-like legendary Pokémon. Tapu Fini has a black body shaped similarly to a mermaid or fish. It has light blue eyes, white eyelids, and a light blue, fin-like marking around the outer corner of each eye.
Cosmog is a small Pokémon with a gaseous body similar to a nebula. The gases that make up its body range in color from violet to light blue. Cosmoem is a Pokémon in the shape of a translucent, dark blue orb with a starscape pattern set in a golden shell-like structure. The main portion of the shell is a flat oval around the center of the orb. Solgaleo is a large, white Pokémon resembling a lion. It has a blunt muzzle with a blue-gray nose and pale blue eyes. The top half of its face is a deep blue area that shows a constantly changing starscape. Lunala is a large Pokémon resembling a skeletal, legless bat. It has a short snout, dark pink eyes with white centers, and a deep blue area on its upper head that shows a constantly changing starscape. Necrozma is a vaguely humanoid Pokémon whose body appears to be constructed out of a black crystalline material. The black color is a result of impurities building up within it as a result of its deep slumber. Nihilego is an ultra beast that resembles a jellyfish. The bell is semi-translucent and encircled with several white, star-shaped markings. The wavy rim of the bell flares outward and is bright blue. Zacian is a large cyan lupine Pokémon with yellow eyes, a tan underside, a lean frame, a pink tail, and pink braids going down the side of its body. 2 pink fringes of fur are present on its back. Zamazenta is a large magenta lupine Pokémon with yellow eyes, a bulky frame, and a ponytail on its head. Its tail and ponytail are a deep blue. It also has deep blue accents on its neck and forelimbs. Eternatus is a gigantic, draconic alien Pokémon. Its body has a vaguely draconic shape and a skeletal appearance, and is largely dark violet with red highlights. Kubfu is a small, bear-like Pokémon. Its body is primarily dark gray, with a yellow snout and white patches of fur on its head and chest. Urshifu is a large, bipedal Pokémon resembling a humanoid black bear with a horseshoe motif. It has a muscular build with long legs and long arms with large paws and claws for striking. Spectrier is an equine Pokémon with black fur and a purple marking covering the right side of its face extending to the base of its ears. Its left eye is closed with thick, mauve-colored eyelashes. Calyrex is a bipedal Pokémon with legs approximately twice as long as its torso. 4 prongs grow from its head to support a green bud resembling a type of crown, much larger than its head.
Regigigas is an electric Alolan-like Pokémon made mostly of electric energy generated by a single organ.
Enamorus is a pink, slim humanoid Pokémon, which resembles a genie. It is a female-only species with no male counterpart. On its forehead are 4 sharp magenta horns. Koraidon is a large reptilian Pokémon. Most of its body is scarlet in color, with white accents on its abdomen, legs, and tail.
Koraidon is a large robotic reptilian Pokémon. Most of its body is violet in color, although its face, claws, abdomen, and tail are gray.